Fans discover old post LeBron James made about Drake's son Adonis. Okay, let's go over. So this is Drake's crib. It looks like, and his son there, and LeBron must be there posting to his story with the caption, "My nephew really loved the game." Let me pause there for a second. We got more people, and I'm gonna get to another NBA superstar that I didn't even know Drake had tattooed on him as we fold out this point of, is Drake right or wrong here? Everybody knows where I'm going the moment we hear Drake and LeBron. But here's a question. Do people overuse endearing terms? And if they do, is it on you to interpret them correctly? Right? For example, you got somebody that's calling you big bro. Do they endear you like big bro? Will they hold you down like big bro? Do they totally respect you like big bro? Will they carry it like you they big bro? Bro is short for brother. All right? Okay. How about sis? Do y'all use that word too much? Do y'all overuse sis? Do you overuse I treat that person like family? That's family right there. Not blood, but you grew up with them or you've been around them long enough, you fuck with them heavy enough where it's like that's fam. Do you overuse that? How about nephew? That's a family term. If you call this little boy your nephew, right? You are what to me? My brother, motherfucker. I assume that you would do just about anything for this little. If I ended up in jail, if I ended up hurt, if I ended up in a hospital, I'm pretty sure LeBron James would be looking to say, like, does Adonis need anything? I'm talking about back then, right? I don't know about now. Probably now too. Let me give him some credit. But even back then, I'm pretty sure he would. Did y'all see the story of I'm gonna say this in the most respectful manner as possible. Did y'all see the story of how much LeBron did for Kobe's wife, after Kobe passed away? Right? He went. They said he like spent the night with them. Stopped everything, went and spent the night with her. Um, Brought them on a couple trips, sent them on a couple trips. I think it was a beautiful thing. You had a lot of people on the internet was like, "Yo, is LeBron fucking Kobe?" I think people was just doing too much, but he went above and beyond to try to soothe the family, help the family, get them out of that mix, and put their mind on other things when Kobe passed away. Right? Those are things that you do out of respect, of course. Then there is the NBA brotherhood and camaraderie amongst each other. Like, I'm LeBron James and Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or, you know what I'm saying, Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. These are like, I gotta move. I gotta do something, not just for me as an NBA face, but also me, hopefully, as a human being, right? People that paved the way for me and whatnot. It shows LeBron, that whole thing with Kobe. It shows his giving and his loving nature towards the people that he fucks with. And Drake is no different. This whole nephew thing, there's no doubt in my mind the way he would treat and honor this little kid, this little boy, as even one of his own, right? If he hasn't already throughout all this time. Let's keep going with some of the posts that's in this particular thread. Let me go back on a small screen for y'all. What else is here? Oh, these are comments. Wait, Braun called Adonis his nephew at one point. Okay, I'm starting to see their point. I ain't gonna don't jump off the deep end, people, but plus 15 years of calling Drake his brother. A few years ago, LeBron James was the Tootsie Slide Challenge. Dude was dancing a Drake song with his friend. I don't care about him dancing. It's a deeper point. Oh, here's little Adonis wearing LeBron's jersey. Okay. I don't care about his. Here's him again. Different occasion. LeBron's jersey. Drake putting his son in that situation where you're always wearing his jerseys, where you're around him, where LeBron's calling you, "Hey, nephew, come here, man, come get the ball," and all that. Drake is opening up the most precious thing to him, his son, his child. Right? That's a whole nother ball game. Watch this, people. You let people into your world. The moment I let you be around my son, my daughter, or even in my home, in the physical, you have to have a different rank, right? There's a lot of people I know never been into my home, and I would never invite them. And that doesn't mean that I don't fuck with them. It's just a different level of personal space that I'm not asking to come to your home. I'm not asking to come to your wedding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking to babysit your son or your daughter, and you're not trying to put yourself in my space. And we still cool as shit. There's still a lot of I still break bread with you. I still hold you down. I still got your bail money. Real talk. That's like real examples that I just gave. Pay niggas bail's money, but I ain't trying to come to your crib. I ain't trying to come to your wedding. It's like little levels. There's only like 10 people plus my family plus their direct ties. When I say like, let's say like my 10 closest folks, then their wives, then their kids, then my family. That's the group of people that's allowed to be in my crib. Everything else, let's hit the. I'll meet you here, whatever. It's cool. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean, you know what I'm saying? I use that to say you're interacting at this level. And I know Drake do bring a lot of motherfuckers in his house for tours and showing like these little comedians and streamers and whatnot. I know he bring a lot of people in his fucking crib to show off and let them see all that fucking square footage he got. You might as well have people over if you got all of that. You can't just keep all that to yourself. But the way you're intertwining the family and the most precious thing you have, your son. All right. Now, before I give you the verdict, right, let's go here real quick. This is really what inspired this. Not for me to go back and continue on the LeBron and the Drake thing. We just did that the other day when the new video popped up. But this came out yesterday, and I was just like, damn. Damn, Bron. Fuck, Bron. Did y'all see it? All right, let's listen to Steph when asked about Not Like Us.
Like you and Drake are super cool. Every time I see y'all courtside, it's love. And if I'm not mistaken, he has you tatted.
Yeah, you got the 30 with the halo, I think it is.
Yeah.
Like we go way back though, and it's actually kind of a family thing too. Like one of Aisha's cousins from Toronto, she's from Toronto and the whole deal. So we're all in the same boat.
I knew you was really rocking with Drake when during the Olympics, I was like chilling, and then like in the arena they're playing Not Like Us, and you were like, "Yo, this is not the only song in America. Like, enough with this song." Is that why, or were you just sick of the song at that point?
Oh, it was both. It was both. Like everywhere we went, that's all I heard, and the fact that they knew who I was with. So you can't do nothing about what the DJ's playing. But I was like, I got sick of it at a certain point. And it was funny the cameras called me because that was from the soul. Like that was from right
Turn
here.
this off. Cut this off. We get it.
From right here.
It seems like you and Drake are super cool.
Can we close this once and for all, people? Once and for all, this catty ass shit between LeBron and Drake. Like me, even as a man, it's just like, it's new, so I'm in podcast mode, but I promise you, I wouldn't walk around in my regular day life like, hey, man, let's discuss this. Should I walk around upset for Drake when it comes to LeBron? I don't give a fuck that much, right? I like the news and us being able to break down the jewels and the overall how to move through life about it, but I want this to not be something we discuss frequently, all right? Once and for all, LeBron is wrong. There you go. He's wrong, okay? If that's one of your closest friends, y'all call each other brother, that's your nephew, I'm in your personal space, I'm around your wife, your kids, you're around my wife and kids, or my girlfriend and kids, and all the type of stuff, birthdays and all this, tattoos. I don't agree with the tattoo, but years of this, right? When we depart each other, we probably say, love you, man. Love you, bro. When we hang up the phone, I love you, man. You can't let Kendrick drop Not Like Us and you do that. You can't go to that pop out. I don't care how popping the pop out concert is. You just can't go. You just can't go. LeBron, and either he never learned that, he didn't care, or he's just, I don't know. He didn't understand true loyalty there. And that's it. I'm not going to drag it. Period. LeBron made a mistake. Drake then reacted, which then probably pushed LeBron to say, fuck it then and go heavy. Now I'm overdoing it with Kendrick. And that's what it is. Let their love quarrel end there, hopefully. Okay. No more fighting Irishes and shit. And LeBron, stop overly dancing when the fucking song comes on. It's an old ass song at this point. We don't even believe you that hype. Relax. Relax. All right. Be a man and get on a fucking interview and speak on it. Don't try to do it through a dance, knowing that I'm being recorded. It's really a bitch topic. I feel weird. All right, man. What the fuck? All right, it's starting to get heavier. But before we get a little bit heavier, y'all know how healthy laughing is, right? Scientifically proven it could add time to your life. I allow myself to laugh, man. Some of this shit kills me. I ain't even gonna hold you. Speaking of Kendrick, real quick, I didn't know this, but this came out like a week or two ago. Kendrick Lamar is not like us. Speaking of not like us, becomes the first diss track in hip hop history to be certified diamond. Look at this comment right here. Nas walked so Kendrick could run. Somebody says Euphoria was better. Euphoria was definitely a better song than Not Like Us. Hell, some people might take 616 over Not Like Us. Euphoria versus Not Like Us is not even a debate. I'd take Meet the Grams way over Not Like Us. Y'all remember my reaction videos when I first listened to Not Like Us, which I was just like, this is cool, but the word but, you know what I'm saying? I was like, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's the one. The only reason why I brought this up real quick to people is to be real, this is the type of stuff that can help Drake. Is a lot of Kendrick is the number one. Kendrick is the first person to ever behind a lot of this stuff. A lot of awards, a lot of accolades, a lot of crashing numbers. If he gets his hands on any proof, if he doesn't already have, including that guy he's chasing around to subpoena that supposedly was involved in proxying money between UMG to these other services, allegedly. If he gets any of this proof or the jury leans his direction, all of this type of stuff will constitute it. And then there will be a big reaction throughout the entire music world, entertainment world, and hip hop industry of all these accolades and all these numbers that we were seeing. Times like this when people say, wow, Not Like Us is the first single to go, this song to go platinum. That's crazy. People's going to wheel all that back in. And one thing that could happen at that point, when you start looking at all the numbers, if Drake is able to win that piece and prove that out, the numbers being pushed, inflated, body, all that type of stuff, people's going to start putting an asterisk towards some of Kendrick's accolades, just like the bubble championship with LeBron, right? They're going to say, yeah, it's a championship, but it was the bubble, right? Some people think like that. I think time will tell that a championship is a championship. Relax. But they're going to do that. They're going to say them Grammys that you swept, them Emmys that you got, them BET Awards that you swept, the halftime show that they gave you. Was you really? That will be a conversation. Shit helps Drake. Drake is lawyer. Every time something like this land, they checking it off. Look, Judge, first diss track ever. Is it really that good? No, it ain't. If the man caught super duper once in a lifetime lightning in a bottle and the song went like that because this was the biggest hip hop beef ever, battle ever, then I could understand it. But if you got all this other stuff that said, yeah, it was supposed to do this, but not this. All right. Doesn't mean he didn't get his ass kicked during the battle. We hip hop has tried to stick to the songs and the battle itself, but all the politics around this shit is getting heavier and heavier.